everyone, welcome back to Lazy Naturals channel. It's been a while, I know. I'm not caught for this content creating, but yeah, it's been a while, and today we're going to talk about how to take care of your hair while in protective style. In our previous videos, we've talked about protective styles and how it's good for your hair because you cannot keep your hair on all the time, especially in this harsh weather, like in winter. You have to protect your hair. But whilst in protective style, do not ignore your hair. This is something I have mentioned before, and so I feel like I did not make a lot of content throughout this period because I had my own protective style, and there's not much to do to my hair. But yes, I did take care of my hair every morning. Now, when you have protective style, you do not have to ignore your hair. You still have to take care of it. There are people who do not do anything with their hair. They feel it's covered, it's safe, it's secured. But yeah, those were the olden days before we got to know and learn more about our hair. You still have to do something to your hair. It's just minimal compared to if you have your full hair out. I've seen people say, yeah, I oil my scalp all the time. It is definitely better than nothing, but it is not the best practice. Take your hair as a plant, yeah? You are a living thing and your hair grows out of your scalp, just like weed grows out of the soil. You need water and light and all that for it to grow. You do not need oil. Oil is great, but it does not contain enough moisturizing content for your hair. Unless you wash your hair a lot, like you give your hair water, like washing it and clarifying it, and then since it has some moisture in it from the washing, you can go ahead and put in the oil to seal in the moisture. Oil is a sealant, not a moisturizer. So yes, people are trying. People are doing better than before. They put oil in their hair, but oil is not, it's the last thing that should go in your hair, regardless your hair type. So I mentioned before that you take care of your hair whilst in protective style. It's just minimal. So what I do is I wash my hair a lot. I wash my hair at least once a week in protective style. And so I get enough moisture. But on days where I do not wash my hair, I still have my spritz bottle. I'm sure everyone remembers the spritz bottle. And then the content here is 100% water. Some people add conditioner or something like that in there, but I do not add anything. If I have aloe vera, yes, I replace that with aloe vera instead and dilute it a little bit so it's more nourishing. But if you do not have all of those, good old water is your best friend. So I have my spritz bottle, and then I spritz this on my scalp every morning. So this is how I go about it. I kind of section my hair, especially my edges. So spritz some water on my edges and down here. Not too much to not wet your hair so it's just all soggy. Just a little. That's why you need a spritz bottle. So spritz some water on your hair, on the scalp, not the hair, where your natural hair is. So this is what I do, spritz water, and then take my time and massage my scalp. So while I'm rubbing in the water, I'm also massaging my scalp to help with blood circulation. We all know that massaging your scalp is a very necessary thing to do as a naturalista. If you have your hair, it's just good regardless if you have natural hair or not. Like massaging your scalp is great for good blood circulation and all that, but in this case it is to just help your hair to absorb the moisture so the water does not just sit on your hair. My hair struggles to absorb moisture, so I need to give it a little push, so I do that. So my hair is just about right with the water content, and then I put my product. So this is something that I use. It's water based. It is not an oil based product, so I put in there like a little, and then I just put it on my scalp. I start from the middle part because my scalp is revealing. I just put it in my scalp bit by bit, wherever my hands could reach. Do not rub it in your hair because it goes in the weave, yeah? Do it on your scalp. So I do this pretty much every morning or like every day. But there are times that I do like once every 2 days or once every 3 days. But I make sure that my hair is receiving some kind of moisture or some kind of treatment whilst it is in protective style. So do not ignore your hair, please. Make sure it gets some kind of moisture whilst you're at it. Okay. So this is our tip for taking care of your hair whilst in protective style. Now let's have a chat. I'm taking down my hair, so I have a lot of time. It's been 8 weeks. Let's talk about, I've been talking about my travel stories. And today I want to talk about, I still have a lot to share from my trips though. But I want to talk about life after expat. Like when you come back home to a normal community after you've lived abroad as an expat. How does it feel like? I'm sure I'm not the only person who feels this way. I've not really had a chance to talk to my friends about how they're feeling afterwards. But yeah, it's quite interesting when you get back from traveling the world. So after moving back to like a regular community where I'm not an expat, where there's a sense of community and all that, and a few things feel different. Some are exciting, some are like a little heartbreaking. The exciting ones are much more, so I'm gonna kind of touch on the heartbreaking part. You know, I absolutely forgot about things like gossiping. As an expat, nobody gives a fuck about you or what you do or your life choices and all that. Like nobody cares, and so you live your life as you please. You make your choices, you make mistakes, deal with it, learn from it, move on, and all that. Like no one is keeping track of your life. Nobody cares. But back home in an organized community, yeah, people have time. It still exists. I had totally forgot about it until like I started going to church, making friends, like people and their families, and you get to hear, oh, this person did that, this person said that, and I'm here like, please don't tell me about people's lives. I don't want to know. I don't care. But apparently, it's still a thing that people keep track of people's lives and they have time to talk about it. This is one thing you don't care about as an expat. It's not your business. You only mind the business that pays you, and you keep it moving. The second thing is about, I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing, but the little instability. You see, as an expat, you come across people, you move on, you meet new people, you move on, like that. So there's, on a negative, like from a different perspective, there's this instability that comes with people. Like people are not stable in your life. But then it kind of helps because I don't have to remember your birthday or like something about you that I need to keep track of. It is not too necessary that it's going to jeopardize or make you feel like I don't care about you. Like you keep it pushing. But yeah, here people, you make friends. It's for a lifetime, sort of like it stays for a longer time unless you want to call it off for any reason or any purpose that's not serving you, and just make people like meet new, fill that vacant position. But yeah, I said position. Fill that vacancy. But it's not like that here. You actually make friends that if you align on certain levels, right, it's gonna be there like for a while. But I noticed that it's so hard making friends back home because as an expat, if you meet people, you already automatically have a foundation. We both love to travel. We're both risk takers, and we've left our homes and whatever to come live a life somewhere in someone's country, and we know it's temporary because we're not immigrants. We're expat. Immigrants are like they're there with the sole intention of staying and making a life and probably becoming a citizen of that country. But as an expat, you're just there for a short while and for work or whatever, and then after work you hang out. So you already have that foundation. You have something in common already, and then you're looking at the values or whatever. If you connect on that level, yeah, hooray. If you don't, move on next, kind of. But it's so hard making friends home because the old friends you have, you definitely, absolutely may have outgrown them, and you hang out with them and it looks like it's the same topic the whole time. High school stuff and this boy and that and stuff that are so boring. Like there's nothing exciting about the conversation, so you need to make new friends. But how do you get to find people that are like on the same level as you, or have the same perspective or vision in life as you? It's just so hard. Um, I made a couple of friends and I regret all the, I don't regret, but I feel like I need to diversify my circle because these people, I like them because they've got good hearts and good morals, like our morals align. But things that I like, they don't like. Like I want to be in the middle of the party. I want to work and but I also want to be in the middle of the party, in the middle of all the stuff, the fun stuff. And then they're like, "Oh, I need to babysit. I need to do that." And I'm like, "Yo," but I'm not about to ask you to sacrifice your life or anything. So yeah. As an expat, you also have a ton of resources. Like there are groups. It looks like everything is sort of organized and put on your lap as an expat, because when it comes to the networking groups and associations, it's there. You just have to join as an expat or opt out. But back home, you kind of have to find it. If you don't find anyone to point you in the right direction, you're in your little bubble and you never get to know anything. And I've noticed that people tend to, I don't know if that was the case before I became an expat, but people tend to stick with their community a lot. Like Nigerians in Canada, they're pretty much friends with Nigerians. And so it's the same information circulating in the community, and your world is so small, which is a little heartbreaking because I'm trying to be part of a community, but I don't want to be limited to just that community. Like I want to spread my wings and be friends with other people, and it's just a little hard, really, because everyone wants to stick with their people, so to speak. Unless you're in school where your course mate, other factors make you come together, but outside school, it's super hard. It's hard. And then there's the dating scene. Good grief. Dating! Dating sucks. Dating sucks. I've had times where I've absolutely given up on dating because the people that come my way, I'm like, dude, seriously? Like, do I look desperate? Do I look that desperate to you? I went on what's that app? The H app, and I hadn't been on for a while, and I saw that I had a lot of likes, like over 500 likes. So I went on like, okay, 500 guys, it can't be bad. I went on, and the first image I saw was this. Yo. Why? Where did I go wrong? Like, why? I mean, my dating profile has it shows a lot of my personality. I have some that I'm traveling. I have some that are like super all fully dressed up with my girls out. Like I blurred out my girls' faces, but yeah, like super dressed up and I'm all out, like having fun. Like I look hot. And some I went like this. There's also a picture of me zip lining, and also I think doing whitewater rafting. Like it shows personality. It shows my cool side. It shows my glam side. It shows my adventurous side and all that. And I get this person to swipe right on me. I mean, yeah, people can like what they like, but I saw that and I closed the app again. I closed it back up like, F it. I'm just done. But as an expat, you're either gonna get handpicked assholes or handpicked hot guys. Like you meet quality people because you travel as an expat, people with good qualifications. They want to expand their territories and all that. Like they travel for work, for good, and whatever. Back home, everybody's here. Like you get all the good, the bad, and the ugly. So it could be handpicked classy people or handpicked assholes. So as an expat, you get to date a good number of people, kind of. There've been times that like in Bangkok, I feel like the expats in Bangkok, 80% of the men in Bangkok are like handpicked losers from their countries, seeking a certain demographic of women who are absolutely not westernized, and that's why they're there. So like they're not for us. But in other places I've lived where the expat community was good. The dating scene, you had variety. We had variety. But nah, not this. I thought I was gonna get better. Like there was a better dating scene back home. When I first came back, it seemed better. I had good options until the bad options started popping up. After that, I don't want to regret not like sticking with the options I had before when I came home because they seemed better and I was so hyped. I kept texting my friends like, yo, these are my options. I can't wait for the ones that are to come. Like I'm sure there are better options and a lot I'm gonna choose from. I let all of these things slide because I was hoping for more and better, but yeah, the more and better. I mean there's more, but not better. Definitely not better. So bro. Yeah, I think dating in general sucks. Dating in general sucks. I also miss as an expat, you're being paid more than the local. So in this country, if somebody is hired from their country to come here, they're definitely taking much more money, like 3 times or whatever we are taking as locals. And so we had money. We had money and I missed it. We could just do and go wherever we wanted and live how you wanted to live and still get to save or still have money. I mean, my finances are not bad because I've chosen a certain path. I'm a freelancer now and I'm growing my entrepreneurship business. So yeah, it's not as like I'm not working full time. So I do get it, but I miss that I could just simply get up and do whatever I want. Like wake up one morning and just book a flight to wherever, to Timbuktu because I want to. But I don't regret coming home. I am absolutely proud of my expat life. I am glad that I used my 20s to explore the world and live and do things that people can only dare to dream of. I'm happy to be here. I believe that I am right where I need to be. Things will not be the same, I know. I'm just saying. I notice the differences, and sometimes I'm excited about the differences. Sometimes I'm sad. Like it's a mixture of it's a cocktail. There are days I'm like, yo, I miss this place, I miss that. There are days I'm like, yeah, I'm happy to be home. I'm happy to have some permanence in my life and all that. So yeah, these are my musings. Take care of your hair. I'm back fully to filming, and there's more to hear about my travel stories, the amazing ones, the crazy ones. I can't say a lot of too crazy stuff because my family is here. My dad is subscribed to my channel. My sisters are here. Yeah, but I mean, I'll share as much as I can, but not too crazy. Take care. Thanks for watching and welcome back. We're going to have an exciting and more episodes of travel and hair. Thank you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please, please, please subscribe. Share with your friends. Come hear my story and listen to me. Thank you. See you next Thursday.